Welcome to another episode of the Lightspeed Investing Podcast. I've got Peter here, back from Europe. Well, I'm super excited to have you, man. Let's talk about your new developments in holistic health. I know backstage you were saying how you're looking at two locations between Switzerland and Italy for your next resort.
Correct. Thank you for having me on your show again. And let me explain a little bit about holistic health concepts that we are developing.
No, absolutely. Now, while you do that, for the audience listening in, if you can please give them a high-level overview of what holistic health is and how does it compare to traditional medicine, traditional approaches. That way, it kind of gives them the idea, right, of your space, and then we can really go into the new developments that you got going on.
Okay, so the modern health space is all about specialization. Um, the modern doctors are able to pinpoint your problem basically to the organ or to the cell or the system, and they're extremely efficient. They're able to detect every problem when it's already there. A holistic health is more ancient, let's say like this, and it understands a person as a series of systems, and uh, on top of the physical body, that is the main topic of the modern medicine. They believe that there is also our mental state and that these two are interconnected.
Mm.
So we know from the ancient Greeks that they already talked about healthy mind in healthy body.
Okay.
Uh, and we know now that it's also reverse. If we want our body to be healthy, we have to have healthy mind. And how do we achieve that? There are several possibilities, but the most straightforward one, the most, let's say, scientific one is psychoanalysis, so that we know where we stand, and psychotherapy as a consequence of
Mm.
psycho or someone. If you do the psychoanalysis, then you go with psychotherapy.
Hmm.
We talk about traumas, different fears, and also everything that we are not able to forgive. So different grudges.
Hmm. It sounds to me
And
like your holistic healing comes a lot not only from the mind itself, but more so like the genesis of the problems, right? Where, as you mentioned, with modern medicine, they're very specialized. They're able to target and identify problems that have shown up at this point, but you're able to perhaps target, right, roots of the problem and maybe symptoms of the problem that may not have shown up yet, right? By addressing more so the root cause, the mind and body connection.
yes, and we use a lot of AI. So
Mm.
um, we use third party research, and we do our own research. For example, for the cancer, we know that it was triggered 2 years before uh, the cancer can be detected in the body. It was triggered with an event in the life of a person that will be ill in 2 years. And if we get this person, so if we identify this stress in a person, we might be able to avoid cancer in the body in 2 years if we can identify it now and help solve the problem that caused cancer in the first place. It's usually multidimensional. So it's a lifestyle choices, poor diet,
Mm.
and problems with relationships.
Mm.
So um, basically, what we are now doing is we use all the knowledge that is available from the modern medicine because not like other competitors in holistic health, we believe that modern medicine is extremely important, and we support it. And we work with doctors all the time, especially on the research area. And we analyze third-party researchers, what they have come to know, and we try to integrate that. So basically, we are holistic because we are able to process a lot more data than an average medical institution can right now.
I love it. I love it. And I love your embrace of AI. It's really important. AI is definitely part of the future long term. And I mean, I'm actually working overtime to learn AI as well when I can.
Yeah, AI is amazing. We know that IBM had a Watson project, and they had a medical division on that project.
Hmm.
However, the research, there's only few details published.
Hmm.
So we now are building an agent or multiple agents on a ChatGPT platform.
Hmm.
So we are able to process everything that is public, what we have access to, and it's
Hmm.
not public. And of course, we are combining that with the esoteric knowledge of the past. As I said, the Greek already knew healthy
Hmm.
mind and healthy body
Hmm.
and similar concepts. And we're trying um, to get relationships between esoteric and modern medicine, and
Hmm.
that helps us identify or even prevent certain, let's say, most common diseases or problems with our clients.
Yeah. And so why don't you talk about them? Obviously, you have two locations, if I recall correctly, right? You have your business headquarters in Switzerland. You have a health
Yep.
lab in your other location, and you're looking to build a resort, right? So what I guess is the main differences between the business headquarters from the lab and the resort that you are offering to the public?
And we have a marketing division in Canada, or so there's a fourth
Oh, I
location.
see. Okay.
So what the problem with Switzerland is that there's no EU funding in Switzerland. So we have another EU location
Hmm.
where we do most of the R&D work and where we cooperate with medical centers from Europe.
Hmm.
Um, the main difference is that the headquarters is basically someone that takes care of our risks, that insures our risks, let's call it like this,
Hmm.
and that has a management role so that they
Okay.
manage our finance and
Gotcha. So
our
it's basically it's the headquarters for business and keeping the operations
yes.
running. Okay, so from the consumer, the person looking for holistic health services, it's more so the health lab and the resort, right? That you
So
cater
yeah,
to.
so most of our business right now is done online.
Oh, okay.
So people that get in touch with us, we get in touch online, and we can do 80% of um, diagnosis online.
I see.
Only then, if we see that there's a problem we cannot solve online,
Uh,
we start and agree on meeting in person. Either they come to our lab
I
or
see.
we go to a third party location.
I see.
Uh, for example, in Switzerland, we are organizing retreats there, and
Hmm.
people can come to our retreat there. This is like 1 week of first couple of days of testing, and
Hmm.
then we go through their diet, through
That
their
makes sense.
mental health,
That
through
makes sense. So
their
really the
body.
first step is, running a proper diagnosis and assessment online then.
Yes,
And then it's if need be, come and see us in person.
yes, if it's needed. Or we have also programs that they can do online.
Right. So because you're based in Europe, do you find that the people who come visit your in-person lab, right, and do things in proximity to you, they're more so Europeans as well, or do you?
No, no, we work. So we work mostly. So like majority of the clients are US based,
Oh,
and
really?
then we have from Middle East. and Hong Kong and Singapore. So that is the three main
Oh, wow.
market that
That's
we are in.
great. I came from Hong Kong initially. It's interesting too because you said your marketing is based in Canada, though. You have a marketing division in Canada,
Yes.
but you have the most visitors from the U.S., not Canada itself.
Yeah, but we understand Canada and US as one entity
It's kind
from
of one basically
Europe
for
point
you.
of
Sure,
view.
sure. But that's great. So, I mean, I love it. Now, what is the timeline for them to get a proper assessment and diagnosis, right? From, when they fill out the form or whatever to get to them getting answers and now actionables on what they should do.
Yeah, it's not so much in forms. We start with one-on-one conversation,
Oh, I see.
and we get initial assessment already because we use ancient methods where we also check their, let's say, aura or energy field. So we are able to get ad hoc results really fast. And
How is the assessment done? Is it like 30 minutes, an hour on
an
Zoom?
hour and usually 2 hours because
Oh, okay.
we take time
Oh,
and
I see.
people want to talk because so we're based, let's say we're based on psychotherapy, so we
Right.
have to do a conversation with people and they
Sigmund
talk
Freud,
about.
right? That's the father of psychotherapy. Is that correct? Sigmund Freud?
Yes, but our method is based on his student Jung,
How do you spell that?
uh, Jung,
Oh, okay.
Carl
Oh,
Jung.
oh, Carl Jung. We call it Carl
Yeah.
Jung. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I
So
remember some of these concepts from way back when I took AP psychology back in high school. That actually, just so you know, was probably the best class I've ever taken that I still carry information to this day. I love psychology.
yeah, for us, because we believe that the body and mind are connected,
Yeah,
we all always start with assessment of the mind. And
right.
when we see the blockages in the mind, we can immediately indicate the blockages in the body. Or for business people, we are able, based on our conversation, to identify if they have a problem in business. We can relate that to uh, either trauma or fear or something that was unforgiven in their psyche.
Now, if I remember correctly, the people that you serve are typically people who are going through midlife crisis and identity issues,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I guess how would you categorize those people? Like, of that group, how many is in business? How many are maybe medical professionals, IT and engineers, or do you see basically like more of a career, that's generating these midlife crisis? I'm kind of curious.
No, as far as midlife crisis, I believe it's general. As
Yeah.
far as our clients are
Uh,
concerned, um, we have different tiers of program. We have
right.
subscription-based program and we have one-on-one. Let's talk on one-on-one coaching. They like majority have their own business or they're highly successful
Mm,
um, professionals earning
I see.
more than 300,000 a year.
I see. So making money, successful, but need some help now on the health side.
Yeah, usually the people, so the people that contact us, they feel stuck.
If you're stuck.
Either they have, let's say, emotional problem,
Uh-huh.
or they feel empty, or they have a health problem,
I see.
or sometimes they have a business problem. So all the three are connected. So
Mm,
they said, okay, we have to do something about it.
yeah,
And all of our clients are driven professionals. So
mm,
they are there, they want to solve their problems, and they're
nice.
looking for the expert to help them. And
Love it.
there
I love it.
we
And they're
we
quite they're a bit established at this point, sounds like.
Yes, because they're in midlife already,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
did not
Right.
just start. So they are 40 plus.
Hmm. I see.
Usually they have a family, they have their own business. Money is not a problem
Yeah,
usually, and they know what. So they know what they want, but then we help them distinguish between societal induced goals and their inner goals,
I
and
see.
there is where the magic starts happening.
So my question then is obviously you talk about the importance and emphasis on mind and body, right? This is your approach. What is your
Yes.
take on also incorporating spirituality?
I'm a huge fan of spirituality.
Mm,
I'm also energy healer.
mm,
Um, and when people are open to discuss spirituality with us, we include that in our process. When they're not, we go
I
more,
see. I see.
let's say, mechanically.
I see. So mind and body is your right, like top of the funnel. And then if they're
Yes.
open to it, you can add the
Yes.
spirit and faith,
Yeah.
right? Basically.
Faith,
Yeah.
so it has to be there, but we do include faith. We usually do not include religion. That
Right.
is.
No, no, correct, correct. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, amazing, Peter. I'm always impressed by hearing about what you got going on. It was a pleasure having you on to learn more about what is the biggest difference between traditional medicine and what you offer in your style of holistic healing. Obviously, I was an aspiring surgeon, so I came from the Western medicine training, but having, being born and raised in Hong Kong as a little kid, I'm very open to the concept of holistic medicine, right? Alternative medicine and naturalistic approaches as well. So I think what you got going on is fantastic. I wish you the best with building that third location and getting your resort up and running. And I look forward to having you back and discussing more with you next time on the podcast. Okay.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and I'm looking forward to you visiting me in our new location.
Oh, well, I definitely have to do it, man. Definitely have to do it. Now, before I forget, for the audience listening in, if they want to learn more, what is the best way to get a hold of you? And what is the best way to get information about your health labs and the online diagnosis process?
Yeah, altogether, the best location is LinkedIn, where they can search for Peter Faleskini, and we publish what we can publish, and of course, we have NDAs with all our clients, so the let's say the confidentiality is a must in every medical sphere.
No, I love it. You're obviously a professional. And again, everyone look up Peter Faleskini from Europe, my holistic health friend who is killing it, man. So I'll talk to you some more, and you have a blessed day.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Take care.